Know what movie hits different as an adult? A thin line between love and hate. Make sure you hit the like or follow button for more movie reviews and black nostalgia. Darnell and Brandy were full of red flags. Let's discuss. Darnell is a party promoter and a self-proclaimed playboy. I mean, look at that face. He look like he full of shit, don't he? He preys on women so often that when he meets Brandy and she doesn't give him the time of day, he makes a bet with his friend T that he could smash. In order to win the bet, he goes above and beyond trying to get her attention. He shows up at her job, he sends her flowers. He even went as far as booking a real estate appointment for a house that he know he can't afford just to get her alone. There, he gives her a gift. She finally ends up softening a bit and gives in to a date. They start dating and having a good time. She lets her guard down against her better judgment, and she gives him a chance because she genuinely believes that he's interested in her. One day they go horseback riding and Darnell shows his ass. He tries to come on to her in a physical way and she's just not with it. She just said, "Hey, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I just don't want to get physical like this. I'm not having sex with you outside. Like, that's nasty." After she sets a boundary, that's when Darnell tries the Uno reverse and makes her feel bad for her own boundaries and reservations, even though she was very honest about why she was hesitant. She wanted to know that he was really in love with her before she decided to sleep with him. That's okay. So after using reverse psychology, Darnell and Brandy end up alone again, this time at Brandy's home. Under the candlelight, Brandy lets her guard down and explains how she's been hurt and what she needs. Instead of Darnell being honest, he doubles down and he ends up saying those 3 words that he promised he'd never say. "I love you." After he seals the deal, Brandy is all happy. She thinks she got her man. She cool. She like, yes, he's the one. He wants me. He needs me. And he loves me. This is my boo. Because he convinced her of that, right? Wrong, okay? He immediately goes downstairs, doesn't even wait to get home, calls up his boy T and say, "Hey, I won the bet. I smashed." Trifling. About the following day, she rolls up in her limo, tells him to hop in. She's taking him shopping. She takes him shopping for all new clothes because she says any man of hers is going to look the part, you know? Brandy is rich. Side note, Lynn Whitfield has never played broke, and I love that for her. Now, Miss Brandy, you must like some toxic stuff because after a man throws a temper tantrum like that because I'm hesitant about being physical, number 1, I'm probably not giving him any. And number 2, I'm definitely not taking him on a shopping spree. But I digress, girl. You was sprung. After shopping, she tells him that it's her birthday and that she wants him to meet her at her house later for a candlelight dinner. That goes through one ear and out the other when he sees Mia. He ends up standing Brandy up on her birthday and spending the night with Mia. When Darnell wakes up, he finds a birthday cake with a butcher knife stabbed in it, and he knows exactly who did that. He pops up at Brandy's home with the knife, gives it back to her, and kind of tries to break things off. Never apologizing for standing her up, okay? At this point, she was winning. She was sitting in her infinity pool, sipping expensive champagne that he could not afford, and she should have let it go then. But no, she didn't because she thought she was in love. So again, Brandy likes toxic shit because the next day, she breaks into his home and starts burning bacon for him to eat in the morning. He is not with the shits, okay? They get to arguing and he ends up grabbing her up, putting his hands on her. He doesn't hit her, but he shakes her up a little bit. Well, baby, that was the wrong thing to do. Brandy's antics going to full throttle at this point. This woman threw a brick through his window. He tries to run him over with a car. He steals his tires from in front of the police station when he tried to get a restraining order. She also beats herself up, sends herself to the hospital, and uses the name Mia so that he would come visit her, only to be met by police officers to arrest him for battery. As if all of this wasn't bad enough, she burns down Smitty's club, Chocolate City. Girl, arson? So when she gets him alone in her home, she is basically trying to kill him. She tries to electrocute him. She shoots him. Mia and T try to come and save him, but end up getting messed up themselves. The thing about Darnell and Brandy in this situation is I used to think that Brandy was just a psycho, but now I've lived a little bit of life and I've had some men play in my face, and Darnell was 100% wrong. Did she go too far, beating herself up and burning down the club? Yes. Some of the other stuff I kind of understand. Darnell knew exactly what he was doing. He knew he was about to waste her time. He knew it was just a bet. She was very open and honest about why she didn't want to get physical with him, and he just shitted on that to win a bet. He had to learn. He had to learn. So I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that Darnell was the real villain in this story, but he was completely the real villain in this story. Leave your thoughts down in the comments if you think Darnell was wrong or you think Brandy was just absolutely crazy. Do you think some of her reactions were warranted? I want to know.